What's going on, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about my 10 favorite pieces of gear from 2020. Now, full disclosure, not all of this stuff came out in 2020. It just so happened that I picked it up in 2020. And some of you out there might be looking at how you might want to spend your money that you just got for Christmas, or some of those gift cards you got from Amazon or Best Buy or even Walmart. And I am here to tell you some of my favorite tech gear, just so you might be able to figure out something that you might need for your tech needs, your productivity needs, or even your content creation needs. So with that being said, let's plug right into the video. All right, so obviously there's some stuff on the desk that you might can see, and like I said, not all of this stuff came out in 2020, and also some of this stuff I'm currently using, so you may not be able to see me just pull to it or point to it or something like that, but you'll also see the B-roll that's laid over. But all this stuff right here helped me do the things that I did here in 2020, and so I cannot wait to share it with you. I'm going to start out with this thing that I already have in my hand, which is the Sarechi charger that has 4 ports on it, and I've talked about this in multiple videos. Now obviously this is meant for a travel charger, and obviously we weren't traveling a lot this year, but this thing became like a desktop charger for me, because it has this USB-C 60 watt, USB-C 18 watt. I was using that right there to charge up my iPad, and also using it to kind of charge up another phone or my Apple Watch or my AirPods. And then also I had these 2 other USB-A ports that I could charge up to 4 things at a time. Now once I did get the M1 MacBook, I was able to even charge my M1 MacBook with this, and then also my iPad and a couple other things. So this thing right here really came in clutch this year. Really love the design of it, and they also make one that's a little bit bigger, that has some more wattage to it, some more power. May even look into getting that right there. Sarechi has some really nice products, so even if you're not in the market for this, check out Sarechi's products, because they also just came out with something like the MagSafe for iPhone 12s. So they have chargers for the Apple Watch, the Apple AirPods, they have it all. So check out Sarechi, one of my favorite companies that I've ever used. This right here, definitely one of the best chargers. Next, I would have to say the SSDs that I used for this year, and right here are 2 of them, and I have one on the way. But this right here is the Sandisk Extreme. I love it. It's really small. This one right here is a 500 gigabyte one. You can really back up your footage from your iPad and, you know, edit off of it from your MacBooks if you want to. And then also this one right here, which is the Samsung T5. I really love this one right here because it's gold. I looked at the T7s, they don't make it in gold anymore, and if they do, someone let me know down in the comments. But both of these drives right here both have read-write speeds that are powerful enough so that you can edit video straight off of them. So usually I'll have a couple projects on these drives, and then I'll edit them on different computers, or I can just back them up from my iPad Pro. So those are some of the things that, if you're looking at storage, and obviously everybody knows that when you're buying any computer, especially an Apple computer, storage is hard to come by. So these things right here, I think both of these were around 80-90 bucks when I got them, and they're both 500 gigs, but you can get 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte. And so if you're a person that kind of skimps out on getting the internal storage, which you shouldn't, but if you skip out on getting the internal storage, something like this right here could be a definite winner for you. The next thing I got into this year mainly was these Bluelight glasses, and so this right here is from a company, I don't remember their name. I'll have to link them down below. They were designed in France, but these right here are glasses that you can put on, and obviously you can see that they just, you know, turned my screen blue. But these right here was something that that really came in clutch with me. I actually have a white pair and a clear pair that I am able to look at screens without really draining my eyeballs. Next was the microphone that I'm talking to you on right now, which is the Diety D4 Duo. And I think this is the perfect vlogging microphone if you're in the market to start content creation. If you're a person that does a lot of interviews and you want to talk to a person, and then you have the camera facing them and you only have the camera, you know, on them, obviously this microphone right here faces backwards and forward, so you can talk into the microphone from the back end and have someone else talk into it from the front end, and that right there allows you to get 2 different channels of audio. And I just really enjoyed using the Diety D4. Obviously people have been using the Rode mics and other things, but when Diety came out with this microphone. It was the perfect microphone for vloggers and people doing close-up interviews. Now, right now, we're not doing a lot of close-up interviews because, you know, 6 feet. But when that time comes back and, you know, we can do a lot of the, you know, interview stuff, like I have mine boomed right over here to me, so I'm talking right into it right now. Let me know how the audio sounds down in the comments. Maybe I may need to change some things up, but I think the quality of the microphone is great. It's got a nice build quality, got a real nice shock absorber on it, and you can actually pick the channel whether you want it to go just out of the front end or if you can go front end and back end audio. So definitely check out the Diety D4 Duo. While I'm holding the camera, I might as well talk about like the Sigma lenses. Now obviously the Sigma lenses have been out for a while for the APS-C cameras. This right here is a Sony a6400. This is what I started YouTube with, which is a great camera, still a great camera, and I would suggest these cameras to anybody. But the Sigma lenses, right here is the 16mm lens 1.4, and when I talk about a shallow depth of field, right now my depth of field's pretty good because I've got it set up pretty nice now, but this right here was everything for me when I first started out. I did not know what I was missing out on. I actually started out with the 30mm and I had the 56. So the Sigma Trio is definitely the way to go if you're an APS-C user. They also make this for the Canon M50. So if you're a person out there that has a Canon M50 and you don't have this lens yet, or if you have an A6000 series and you don't have this, make sure you check out the Sigma lenses. The next two things I would say, I'm using both of them right now. Obviously right now I'm talking at a desk, and this desk is the Autonoumous Smart Desk 2. And this year, as the pandemic started and everybody started working from home and things, we started thinking about our health a lot more and how much time we spent at a desk, hunched over, typing all day. And so the Autonoumous desk right here, which is like a 53-inch wide desk, 30-inch depth. It's a big desk, and I really like the way that it has the motor on it. It has 4 different settings on it. My very first video, which I'll link right here, was me talking about this desk right here, and it was the first video I ever made, and it was about this desk, and I still love this desk to this day. I've had other companies, you know, let me test out some desks, and I love all sit-stand desks. Don't get me wrong, but this one right here has just been the best desk that I've ever used. Cannot wait to maybe try out their stool and their chair and a couple of their other accessories that they have at Autonoumous. But if you're looking for a desk, it is a little on the expensive side, but right around this time of year right now, between the holidays and the new year, they've got a lot of sales going on. So if you've got some extra money laying around and you really want to take care of your back, check out the Autonoumous Smart Desk 2 or the Premium Desk. Any of the ones that they have, they're all clutch. Definitely got to have them. Everybody knows Apple, you know, content creation. Apple has went away from having traditional ports, which we all know, and that's fine to an extent. But if you do have an iPad or a MacBook, you're probably going to be a person that's going to be used to getting dongles, and I have a ton of dongles now. I've got them from Anchor and Uni and 12 South and Endabil. I've gotten dongles for days. My favorite dongle of the year though actually did come out in 2020, and that dongle is the Editor Keys dongle. And so I reached out to them when they talked about releasing a dongle, and it was just, you know, I was like, man, you know, they're releasing a dongle, and obviously it was made for creators. So if you're a creator looking for a dongle, obviously this one's for you. With having the 3.5mm jack in it, having 3 USB-A's, a USB-C power pass-through, having micro and SD, and also having a HDMI port, it is everything that you need. If you're looking for a USB-C hub and you have not checked out the Editor Keys USB-C hub, or even right into my next one, the Editor Keys LumaFusion keyboard cover, which is the bomb. Obviously, look at the Apple Magic Keyboard and the way I've got this bad boy laid out. This right here, probably favorite accessory of the year. And gear wise, I would say it's probably up there, but accessory wise, it is probably my favorite accessory, just because I was editing a lot of videos in LumaFusion, and when they were able to send this out to me, I was so happy to be able to start using my shortcuts more, and it made editing so fast on LumaFusion. Cannot wait to see updates on LumaFusion. By the way, if you're a person out there that doesn't have a editing app already for your editing needs on your iPad, LumaFusion is the way to go. Obviously, iMovie, Adobe Rush, they're all good. LumaFusion is the most powerful editing software you can use on your iPad, and it also has integration with going straight to Final Cut Pro. So if you're out there looking for that, please tune into that. I may even drop some, LumaFusion tutorials on how I do a couple things in LumaFusion. So if you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments. So then my wild card ones, obviously, is the Apple Magic Keyboard case for the iPad Pro. Obviously, you couldn't even say gear in 2020 without saying this thing right here, with the new keyboard case that made your iPad Pro into the creme de la creme of tech computers, and it made your iPad Pro make you feel like you were somebody that you really weren't, and that's okay. But I really did love the iPad Magic Keyboard and what it did and what it changed for the iPad Pro itself. And then from there, also the Moment 6-liter Sling. Anybody out there that's looking to be a running gun photographer, videographer, you want to be able to carry your stuff with you. It has all of the stuff in it. You can put your lenses in it. Also has very nice good stuff in there, but all of the pouches, all of the you can put your SD cards in there and everything. So 6-liter Moment bag, I've always wanted one. My wife got me one finally. And last but certainly not least is the Apple M1 MacBook Pro. There's not much I can really tell you that people haven't already told you. All I can say is that if you're a person that is a creator, or if you're a person that's looking for your new computer, these things right here do not cost a ton of money like normal MacBooks do. They cost a MacBook Premium, of course, but they don't cost out of the bank. And it is probably the fastest computer you'll ever use, probably one of the most reliable computers you'll ever use. And if you're a person that's looking to get into content creation, I don't think you can go wrong. Even with a base model MacBook Pro, at this one, I have the iPad Pro, I have a 16-inch MacBook Pro, and this right here is definitely one of the fastest computers I've ever used when it comes to editing video. Does it match up to the iPad Pro? Yes, and here's why. Not because of the way it renders or the way it edits. It's because it can edit the most powerful softwares on this without skipping a beat. And that right there is the most important thing to me when it comes to using computers and iPads and different softwares and hardwares, is what can give you the most power and the most bang for your buck. The future of what Apple is doing with their chips and what they're doing with their iPads and their M1 MacBooks and all of that, it is crazy. Apple had a very big year this year. A lot of people probably are asking in the comments, where are the AirPods Maxes? Where are the iPhone 12s? Honestly, didn't really interest me. It didn't really interest me to get the AirPods Max, because I'm not really a noise cancellation type of person. I have a baby. Can't really be canceling noise around here because things can be popping around here, and you don't really know what's going on. But maybe in the future, when the baby's a little older and I don't have to really worry about baby noises, maybe I might cop me a pair. If any of y'all are out there that really want me to try them because you think they're that nice, maybe you should send me a pair. Link will be down in the description below. So with that being said, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of some of the things that I want to look forward to, of gear-wise, that I want to look forward to in 2021, and things that I might be reviewing on the channel. It might be a little old, it might come out this year, and some things that might come out next year. Obviously, camera-wise, I'm trying out the A7 III. Obviously, that's a little bit of an older camera, but I think it's great. Let me know if you think the quality of the video is really good, and some lenses that are coming out, with all of this stuff. And then maybe the A7 IV may be coming out. A7C is already out. A7S III is out. I might try one of those cameras. I don't know. I think the way all of this looks right now is pretty good, so just let me know. And then obviously the Logitech keys, the MX Master 3, This right here is a 2. I didn't even really put it on the list. I do think it's one of the best things that you can have, but I really want to try the 3. Just a bunch of different gear and tech. I've got to sell some stuff. If you're a person that's interested in buying some stuff, let me know. Let a brother know, because I got to sell some stuff in order to get some stuff. So that's my favorite gear. Comment down below, what was your favorite tech product or gear of 2020? I would love to know what you were using, what you were happy about, what you weren't happy about, whatever it was. Let me know down in the comments so we can start a conversation to see what you all liked and didn't like in 2020 as far as tech went. I enjoyed the tech year of 2020, and I hope you did too. So make sure to like this video, comment down below that answer, and subscribe to the channel so you can continue to stay plugged in well into 2021 and beyond. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.